LMD Magazine and EFM present Biz Talk, taking an in-depth look at today's biz landscape.
Good morning and welcome to LMD EFM Biz Talk, the LMD 100 special, where we bring you the top performing companies who made it to the leaderboard in our 2014-15 issue. Today with us, we have Mr. Shyam Bohra, Managing Director of Lanka IOC, who's talking to us about the company's performance and the industry trends that's affecting the petroleum industry in Sri Lanka. Good morning, Mr. Bohra.
Good morning.
In the 2014-15 LMD 100, Lanka IOC made it to the top 5 in the leaderboard. So how has the company been performing in the past year?
Our company is performing very well. Actually, if you see our results, the results are better than what it was there in 14-15. The performance for 15-16, we had a net profit of 2.23 billion Sri Lankan rupee compared to 1.88 billion Sri Lankan rupee in 14-15. Not only the profit, but in spite of the global volatility in the crude oil prices and petroleum product prices, we were able to achieve our growth in all the segments which are there with us.
You're a part of a petroleum giant from our neighboring country. So how do you view Sri Lanka's growth potential?
As you know, Indian Oil Corporation Limited, which is the parent company, that is the largest commercial entity there in India, and it is number one Fortune 500 ranked company in India actually. So we are getting all the strategies in place based on our experience there in Indian Oil Corporation Limited, and Sri Lanka as a country and as an oil energy sector company is benefited because of the experience which we all are having actually. Undoubtedly, Sri Lanka as of now is stable, and political environment as well as the you see the development which is taking place in the country is helping us to improve our energy sector also, and there is a strategic location advantage to Sri Lanka, and educated talent pool is also available. So all these are combining together and is going to take it forward in coming years actually. Most important thing what is there is the stability. Political environment is improving day by day, and which is going to help this country in a big way.
When analyzing post-balance sheet performance, Lanka IOC was in the red for the first half of 2015 and 16. So has the company recovered from this position?
Yes, you are right. The first quarter we were just having a marginal profit, and in quarter two we were there in red actually. And after that the global prices started stabilizing, and in fact it moved downward. So it has helped us in achieving our targets. But you need to understand that why it has happened actually. As you know that the government revised the prices of petroleum product in the year 2015 in the month of December and January 2014 December and January 2015, and at the same time the taxes were also increased. And if you see the difference in the retail selling price and the taxes, so there was a double whammy on the companies like us, and because of that we were in red actually during that period, in spite of we are having a better verticals with us. So after second quarter, third and fourth quarter were good for us, and apart from this we didn't stop here, we also started optimizing our costing, optimizing our supply and distribution, so that also helped us. We have also improved our the systems which were in place, so it has helped company in giving better performance during the third and fourth quarter, and not only it wiped off the performance of the quarter two, but it gave the better result than what it was there in 14-15.
Being a top-ranked energy company, how does market volatility affect Lanka IOC?
Definitely the market volatility is affecting Lanka IOC in a big way, the way it is affecting any country where the entire product is imported, because Sri Lanka, as you know, is based on total import of either crude oil or finished product. So we are dependent on the international market prices, and all these crude oil and the finished product prices are changing on day-to-day basis. So volatility is going to be there. So the Lanka IOC is definitely going to be impacted on the volatility side until unless the government comes out with the pricing formula for the fuel sector. It is going to be difficult for any company to survive in the market. Today, as you see, the international market of the crude oil was ranging from $30 to as on date it is $50 to $53. So finished product prices are also linked to that. So we need to have a pricing mechanism, for which the request is already made with the government of Sri Lanka, and our Honorable Petroleum Minister is also taking up with Honorable Finance Minister, and it is expected that the pricing mechanism is going to be implemented in this country. Otherwise, I personally feel this is a subsidized product which is being directly given to the consumer, and if the pricing mechanism is there, so everything will be transparent. Each and every general public will also able to understand what are the things which are included in the pricing, so that they will start accepting the fact that yes, prices are going to be revised after every 15 days or 1 month, or depending upon the decision taken by the government. If it is not done, then it is going to be bad for not only for the company like us, and it is going to be bad for our public sector enterprise, that is CPC, as well as for the government of Sri Lanka, because CPC is totally maybe directly or indirectly funded by the government of Sri Lanka only.
Moving on to more industry issues, Sri Lanka signed the Paris Agreement last year. So how do things like this affect petroleum companies?
Immediately, we don't have any impact of the COP21, but yes, it is true, in near future we need to look into the finer aspects of the agreement which Sri Lanka has signed. As far as Lanka IOC is concerned, we are readily geared up to import the best of the product which is available in the world as soon as the government of Sri Lanka comes out with that detailed policy guidelines. Apart from that, this country is also having a sufficient, renewable energy sources, say for example solar, wind, biomass, biofuels. So if we switch over step by step to these newer fuels, it is going to help in a big way to compensate what carbon tax is going to be implemented in time to come.
Shyam, taking your views on supply chain optimization, everyone's talking about managing costs across the supply chain, especially when you're competing in a dynamic market. So how do petroleum companies stand in this stance?
We are having expertise in importing the product actually, and based on that there are so many things which are involved in it. First of all, you need to have a better pricing, then you will have to hedge the product, then you need to have a proper supply and distribution, shipping cost. All these things needs hell lot of experience, and there are so many technologies which are available which helps you to take the decision so that it helps overall the organization. In our case also, as I told you during the third quarter, when we were not doing well because of the price effect which was there, so we started looking internally and we started looking at how the optimization in our company can take place, and which has helped us in a big way. So suppose the other companies can also take advantage of this optimization, reducing the cost in each and every segment, so that the company can perform better, and the company which is going to be more competitive in the form of cost and optimizing the entire things which are there with them is going to help them.
So it's evident that Lanka IOC is competing in a very dynamic market. How are you gearing up for 2020?
Yes, we are already there in the market, so we have already planned for next 5 to 10 years, and as per our board of directors, we have already submitted our plan, and we are having for not only for the existing portfolio, but we are trying to expand our portfolio recently we are going to come in the petrochemical segment also. Then we are going to do small experimental basis in biomass also. Then we are going to start exporting to the countries like Myanmar and Indonesia, which is in our radar, and that is going to be done from here only. So we are totally geared up, and with the help of the government of Sri Lanka and with the help of our parent company and board, we are in a position to take this company to the next level. And say for example, we are going to increase 15 to 20 petrol stations every year. We are going to increase our lubricating oil market share. We are going to increase our bunkering market share, and we are going to have something bulk tankage facility in bitumen also. So all these things are going to help us, and we are going to enter into some new segments also. So I personally feel that Lanka IOC is in a better shape to take care of the company in next 5 to 10 years, and the plan is already there, and it is already going to be implemented in time to come.
Thank you for joining us today, Shyam. It was a pleasure having you on the show.
Pleasure. Thank you very much.
That was Managing Director of Lanka IOC, Shyam Bohra. Thank you for joining us on LMD EFM Biz Talk. See you next time.
Tune in every Tuesday and Thursday for more insights from our business community. You can also log on to efm.lk and lmd.lk/lmdtv for a visual experience of Biz Talk.